Ask her what changed. She won't say politics changed. She won't even say government. She will just smile and say, but to the women walking 6 kilometers with back pain, this wasn't charity. This was justice. Before sunrise, before the buses started honking, before the world even began to stir, Lakshmi would begin walking 6 kilometers every single morning, not for health, not for pleasure, but because this isn't just about reaching places, it's about reclaiming the control. When women move freely, homes get stronger. When women who don't depend on others to travel, their confidence grows. When a mother doesn't have to wait for a brother or a husband or an auto, she feels powerful. In cities like Madurai and Nagapattinam, studies show a clear rise in urban women's employment. In towns and villages, self-help groups have gained new members. Entrepreneurs have found new customers. In a world where barriers stop women at every corner, this one broke through. Not with a protest, not with a speech, but with a simple gesture. Before sunrise, before the buses started honking, before the world even began to stir, Lakshmi would begin walking 6 kilometers every single morning, not for health, not for pleasure, but because 24 rupees was too much for her. 24 rupees, the cost of a bus ticket to her job as a domestic worker. She had a paralyzed husband lying in bed, dependent on her. She had a son going to school with dreams bigger than the one-room home. She had a back that ached, feet that blistered, but a will that never gave up. 24 rupees a day, 720 rupees a month, and 720 rupees was the loan EMI, the loan she took to save her husband's life. Every day she walked to work. Every day she came back on foot. Through summer's heat, through monsoon rain, she never complained because this was life. But one day something changed. One day Lakshmi stopped walking. And Lakshmi didn't stop moving forward. Today, Lakshmi still wakes up early, and now she walks 100 meters, not 6 kilometers. She walks to the nearest bus stop. She boards a government bus. She finds a seat and probably she exhales with happiness. The fare, 0 rupees. And she is not alone. 3 crore women across Tamil Nadu have stories like hers. They are no longer walking out of compulsion. They are riding with choice, with dignity, with strength. They save on an average 888 rupees every single month. That's not just numbers. That's school fees, that's medicine, that's groceries, probably a fan for the summer, that's an extra set of notebooks for the child who dreams of becoming an engineer. This isn't just about reaching places, it's about reclaiming the control. When women move freely, homes get stronger. When women who don't depend on others to travel, their confidence grows. When a mother doesn't have to wait for a brother or a husband or an auto, she feels powerful. Chennai's offices, from farmers in Theni to nurses in Coimbatore, women now travel to work, to school, to markets, to hospitals on their own terms. And every free journey is more than a ride, it's a message. I am not invisible, I am not helpless, I am on my way. And I'm going to make it very soon. Let's look at what this means for the economy. Since May 2021, Tamil Nadu's women have taken over 700 crore free bus journeys. 700 crore decisions made easier. The government has spent 9,144 crore. But what the state got in return? What was the ROI? A boost in women's labor force participation, more access to jobs, more access to reskilling, to healthcare, to marketplaces, more money saved at home, more dreams fueled, more daughters who see their mothers ride with pride. In cities like Madurai and Nagapattinam, studies show a clear rise in urban women's employment. In towns and villages, self-help groups have gained new members. Entrepreneurs have found new customers. Freedom is no longer a luxury. It's a ride away. Let's come back to Lakshmi. She now uses her savings to pay the EMI for her son's private tuition. She bought a second-hand table fan when the heat became unbearable last summer. She even joined a self-help group that meets every Friday. And most importantly, she doesn't walk out of pain anymore. She walks now, only when she wants to. Ask her what changed. She won't say politics changed. She won't even say government. She will just smile and say, I can go wherever I want to go now. And that freedom is priceless. You didn't see flashy hoardings. You didn't see aggressive branding or PR. This wasn't marketed like a political stunt because it wasn't one. It was a quiet revolution. One that happened every morning, at every bus stop, in every district. A woman boards a bus. She smiles. She sits and the world shifts just a little. Because when the woman moves forward, the entire family moves with her. So does her village. So does this state, Tamil Nadu. Mobility isn't just about transport. It's about empowerment. The power to go to college, the power to attend job interviews, the power to sell vegetables in a better market, the power to visit a hospital without waiting for someone. It's about a woman saying, I don't need to ask anymore. I can go and I will go. Tamil Nadu gave its women that power. And in doing so, Tamil Nadu unlocked the potential of lakhs of families. Yes, as always, some people criticized it. They said it would bankrupt the transport system. They said it was a populist scheme. They said it's just another freebie. But to the women walking 6 kilometers with back pain, this wasn't charity. This was justice. To the girl who didn't drop out of college because her fare was covered, this was dignity. To the mother who reached the hospital in time, this was life-saving. What you call costly, they call necessary. What you might say politics, they call progress. This story isn't about a scheme. This is about a journey, a quiet, everyday revolution that no headline could capture. It didn't begin in parliament. It began in pain, and it led to progress. We didn't open this video with a name because we wanted you to feel it before you labeled it. Now let us name it Vidiyal Payanam. That's the name of the scheme. The journey toward a brighter dawn. In a world where barriers stop women at every corner, this one broke through. Not with a protest, not with a speech, but with a simple gesture, a bus ride. A journey that begins every morning and leads to something more every night. Because when she moves, our world moves. Let's keep it moving. Let's never go back to the days where Lakshmi had to choose between rupees 24 and her dignity. This is not just policy, this is power. And this power belongs to Lakshmi. Some people laugh at this scheme, they mock it, they dismiss it. Just 24 rupees, they say. What's the big deal? But that's the point. 24 rupees means nothing only when you have everything. If 24 rupees doesn't matter to you, good for you. But for lakhs of women, 24 rupees a day is survival. It's food on the table. It's dignity in her walk. It's freedom in her schedule. So ask yourself, have you ever skipped medicine to save money? Have you ever walked miles in pain just to get to your work? Have you ever had to choose between transport and treatment? If not, then maybe this wasn't meant for you. This was meant for Lakshmi and millions like her. This is not a scheme. This is a lifeline. Let's honor that. Let's never let go of that. Let Lakshmi move. Let the women move. Let them all move. Because when she moves, everything moves. Thank you for watching.